Hey y'all, I'm Caroline Cole. I'm from Dallas, Texas, and I am the boss at Caroline Cole Stories. I work as a copywriter and a voiceover artist, a yoga professional, among other things. I usually just say storyteller because it's this inclusive catch-all term. I have an undergraduate degree in theater and English literature, and I have a master's in theater education. You're someone who probably sees people working on their laptops, and you're curious because they claim that they make these really good livings while drinking lattes at fancy coffee shops or working on the beach, and it's very confusing and doesn't seem real. And I'm here to tell you that, actually it could be real, and if it's something that you're looking for, it's something that you can have. And this free course that you've signed up for can offer you real advice and things you can actually do to take that dream or that magical thing and turn it into something real, becoming the real best boss for yourself, no matter what field that you decide to pursue. Whatever your dream is, whether you want to work on your tan in Mexico while writing for travel blogs or create the best Tiny Tots soccer league that your town has ever seen, you can make it come true. For me, my dream is telling stories and helping others like you to create their own stories and tell them in the best way that you possibly can. So, if you're in the right place, I'm super pumped you're here. If you're my dreamer, my entrepreneur, my creative, my rock star, yeah, I'm super pumped. If you are the note-taking type, down to the nitty-gritty, if you're the nerdy note-taking type like myself, then make sure you downloaded the PDF that I made for you because I had fun making that, and you can get it right above me. There's a download link. So go ahead and grab that. There's no test, it's just for you, so you can doodle or jot down notes or cut out the quotes or do whatever you want. Today, I want to start by talking about the importance of separating boss brain from employee brain. Because when you set out to become your own boss, the boss of your own business, you have to shift your mindset a little bit. You're not just some freelancer looking for your next gig anymore. You're a business owner, you're a boss, and you want to be a really good boss. In fact, you want to be your ideal boss. You want to imagine the most kick-ass boss you can, then become that for yourself. They say that people don't quit jobs, they quit bosses. You've heard that right. Well, it's totally true. So if you're determined to become your own boss and you want to make sure you're a good one because you don't want to quit working for yourself in a year. So here's what good bosses do. Ideal bosses aren't taskmasters. They give employees, aka yourself, freedom to design their own path and take on interesting projects. Ideal bosses pay their employees well. Price yourself fairly and pay yourself well. Remember, you're thinking like a business owner, not an employee here. Your rates should cover everything it takes to run your business, not just the time it takes to accomplish a particular project. That means that if you're charging $100 for a project and it's going to take you an hour to do, you're not actually making $100 an hour because all the time it took you to get the job, and if you have to outsource anything, and all the time it takes you to email back and forth with that client, all of that is calculated into your rates. So that $100 project actually took you, 7 or 8 hours, and so then your hourly rate is a lot lower. So make sure when you're setting your rates, you're calculating all of that in. You're a business owner, a boss, not just an hourly employee here. That being said, remember, you don't have to take every job. You're the boss, and you decide which contracts are in alignment with your business, your morals, and your ethics. You should give your employees, aka yourself, regular raises. Yes, in fact, I've heard that you should actually raise your rates after every 5 clients. Personally, that really depends on how you get your clients and how that works. Personally, I look at my rates every 6 months to a year. Less than that is not often enough. Ideal bosses give their employees breaks. You're not running a sweatshop here. You're running a creative, healthy work environment. Take an afternoon walk. Take an actual lunch break. Don't work 12-hour days. Don't do that on the regular. Maybe every now and then. Ideal bosses allow/force your employees, aka you, to take vacation days and personal days and sick days when you need them for the love. Americans have this work until you drop mentality that is terrible for longevity in the workforce. Ideal bosses have a partnership mindset. Remember that mindset shift that I mentioned earlier? Here it is again. A big part of becoming the best boss you can for yourself is remembering that at all times you are, in fact, the boss. That doesn't mean stomping all over people and being a jerk, because duh, what have we been talking about here? Anyways, it means being a good collaborator. This new mindset means you don't see yourself as working for other people. You see yourself as working with clients. You know that the service, the product, the expertise, whatever it is you bring to the table is valuable and should be valued by clients. You're a boss, you're a business owner, and a creative partner. Nothing less. Ideal bosses help employees fight imposter syndrome and build confidence. We all feel like frauds sometimes. Anxiety is a tricky beast, telling you it's only you who feels like you don't belong or have enough experience or deserve this opportunity or you're the worst or whatever. Anxiety is a fucking liar, okay? It's lying to you. It's lying to you. It's lying to you right now. It's lying to me right now as I'm trying to say this sentence to you. It's a liar, okay? It's a liar, seriously. Boss brain. The ideal boss brain, the boss brain that you're working on and that you're creating for yourself, that super boss mindset, has to fight employee brain on this one. Because ideal bosses build employees, they build you up. They encourage their employees. They tell you that you belong. That boss brain needs to build that confidence and do that for yourself because it's tough, but it's worth it. Ideal bosses allow for flexibility and creativity. Yes, you should be looking for jobs, writing cover letters, searching out clients like a mad person and all that jazz. But a good boss knows when to go with the flow and leave the schedule behind. Someone unexpected give you a call, ask for a meeting, maybe make time for them. Leave buffer room between appointments in case one thing runs long. Making human connections is important, and people hate to feel rushed. Good bosses don't rush people. They listen to people. Do you have a million things to do? Yes, probably you do. But that's employee brain, not boss brain talking. Let boss brain take the front seat and drive the business. But now that we're on the topic, employee brain is really important too. In becoming your own boss, you want to separate boss brain from employee brain, but you don't want to eliminate employee brain altogether. You want to become your own ideal boss and at the same time, be an ideal employee. So, ideal employees do this. They show up on time. This is important. Did you say you'd be working at 9? Then be there. Keep your word. Ideal employees respond to emails, messages, and inquiries within 24 hours. Now, I don't mean they have to respond with all the answers in 24 hours, but at least within 24 hours, say something like, "Thank you for your message. I will respond by the end of the week." That's still a response, even if you don't have the answer. I received it. I'm a human. I got it. I'm here. You're here. We're together. I'm not ignoring you. If you're busy, say so. Be honest. I'm super swamped this week. I will look at this next week. Thank you. That's what an ideal employee does. Ideal employees meet or exceed deadlines. Have you heard the phrase overpromise and underdeliver? Yeah, it's oversaid, but spoiler alert, I do this all the time. Shh, don't tell my clients. Well, maybe don't tell them. But anyway, it works because I give myself a 72-hour deadline, which is perfectly reasonable and professional, but I'm usually able to deliver within 36, 48 hours. Not always. I leave buffer room so that if I have a lot of work, then it's fine and I avoid missing a deadline or disappointing a client, but usually I deliver early. Boom. Impressed client that will 100% use me the next time they need a blog post written or a stellar voiceover on their next marketing video, because once my boss self nailed down the contract, my employee self worked efficiently and professionally, delivering an excellent product before it was due. Ta-da. Ideal employees take initiative. They look for projects, avenues, outlets that are interesting to you. You're the ideal employee. They remember how awesome your boss self is. Well, then your boss self will encourage your employee self to take these interesting projects and run with them because you've got creative control here. You have creative freedom. Use it. Ideal employees look professional. I don't necessarily mean clothes, because that's kind of a bonus here. Freelancing means I can wear yoga pants and tennis shoes for work. Unless I'm meeting a client in person, then of course I dress it up a little. Unless, thank goodness, for phone meetings and even Skype meetings with clients or coaching students, because yoga pants, or whatever you're most comfortable in, is 100% acceptable in my book. You do you. What I mean by look professional is your online presence. That cannot look schlubby. This is employee brain's job. You're responsible for the nitty-gritty things of running a business. Things like professional website. Websites are easy to set up, and they're either free or very affordable. You need professional social media accounts, references about your work, a portfolio showcasing your skills, updated resumes, updated demo reels, business cards, and branding. All of this means you have a cohesive online presence and will not only help you look legitimate, which you are, hooray, but also make clients want to hire you without so much as exchanging an email or phone call. I get job offers from Twitter, and I get inquiries for writing and voiceover jobs via my website all the time from clients who have never heard of me or don't know anyone I've worked with, because they can tell from my online presence and after having looked at me across different platforms that I'm legitimate, I'll work hard, and deliver a good product. To sum up, becoming the best boss for yourself means you need to separate boss brain from employee brain. Your boss brain is the business owner, setting the rates, working with the clients, and dreaming big. And then your employee brain is consistently professional, delivering excellent results and killing it on the communication front. Both of these things are important and vital when building a freelance business that is consistent and sustainable. In a nutshell, dream big, work hard. I can't wait to see you tomorrow for my favorite soapbox of all time, topic, self-care. Hint, it's more than face masks and glasses of red wine, although I'm not anti that in a good rom-com. See you tomorrow!